The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Maryland's offense will go on the attack first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Back to pass, it's Washington. Slings it downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Finds his man. It's Williams. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Oregon's offense will go to work for the first time today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's 2 big things. I think one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Dropping back, it's Washington. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Under fire. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Ducks have this offense rolling. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They're setting up the screen. He's going for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that drive covered just 44 yards. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the inside. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The sure hands, it's White. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34. The Terrapins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your left.
Breaks into the open. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Caught over the middle. It's Manning. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
A first down run on the doorstep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That brings them to within 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kansas is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to San Jose State.
Reads it, fires complete.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the middle, it's Moore. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. The Ducks with the 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Spins away. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Dropping back, it's Washington. Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And as he throws, and that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
On offense, you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate here, backed up deep in your own end. A quick throw on the slant, but the defense right now playing so physical, they're able to jar the ball loose on the incompletion because of the hit against one of the faster players you're going to see in college football.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Here's a Heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Gresham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. To the air. It's Washington. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Finds a man on the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. Now on third down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got him. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Touchdown, Maryland! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2 and try to tie it as it is. They're down by 1. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Terrapins will boot it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gresham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the single back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Touchdown, Ducks! Once he got some room, it was over.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Washington. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This guy's just playing like an All-American his last couple of games out now. Last game he had 2 sacks. He just registered his 2nd sack in this game. He has been virtually unblockable.
And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's White. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to get the edge on the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Ducks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Washington. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
After those last two plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the tailback. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The defense trying to be physical in pass coverage took it a little too far, and the offense will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The game running into the open space.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've...
Turning it on! Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Washington. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He wants to change this route. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
The throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Quarterback now breaking the field. The number 1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but
and the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Snares it outside, it's Williams. Big pickup on that one, they'll mark him out at the 40.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Terrapins are threatening on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger of throwing the ball so close.
Touchdown, Terrapins! Quick strike through the air for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by just 1 over Troy. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throws to the tight end. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Ducks will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
And that's a great way to start this drive. Listen, we understand the situation. We need a touchdown. We need a 2-point conversion. But you can't get all of that on one play. Stay consistent. Plenty of time still left on the clock. Dink and dunk if you need to. Take what the defense gives you.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
As this offense tries to drain the clock, take the play clock down to a fraction of a second. Don't give the defense an inch to breathe. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ears still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Terrapins in a good spot here with second and short. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Takes the easy completion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Terrapins come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's fourth down. And that made it more manageable.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On fourth down, the defense dials up the blitz, and you just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession. You're coming off the field.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Ducks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davison. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes. Crosses midfield. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And your offense, you're talking to each other the whole time. Look at the score. Understand the situation. We got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We got a chance to put this ball game away. We have to hold on to the football. 2 hands. Make sure I go to the ground with that thing in my possession. It's a big mistake that could cost them big.
Back to pass. It's Washington. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
The Terrapins come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Finds a man in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. He's got it. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown, and man, oh man, time was about to run out on him, and now they need the two-point conversion to tie.
And massive play by this offense. This is exactly what you needed. You got the score. Now you got to...
And down he goes, and down goes for the moment. The chance to tie the game here in the fourth.
That keeps the score. Oregon 28, Maryland 26.
Down to 17 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and what a miracle it would be if they pull this out.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.